Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Aaron Judge. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set to go now. And starting this one, Shota Imanaga. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is in for a strike. To the right side, Bichette throws to first. One up, one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Spencer Steer.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Spencer Steer in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. One out, base is empty. Just missed. And there's a strike. Foul ball. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved the knock.
2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. De La Cruz with a couple of homers in his last game. De La Cruz with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. He was late there. Strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. Pitch misses. 3-1 now. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going. Now batting Jeimer Candelario.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Check swing, called strike. De La Cruz, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's towards center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Cincinnati. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the friendly confines. And towing the slab, Nick Lodolo.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Here's a speed threat, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
And that one lifted in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Aaron Judge.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Aaron Judge, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Judge mashed a couple of homers in his last game. Next offering is down low. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Popped up left side. De La Cruz pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Cubs leave one, scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Shota, 31 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Shota back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The wind of the pitch. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
On a line out towards center. Crow Armstrong makes the play. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Christian Encarnacion Strand in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. No score here in the second. Ball. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one not close. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grounds one to short. Turner tosses to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Austin Hayes. Hayes with a homer in his last game. Fought off foul. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 2. one is inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. He goes down looking. Nobody left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Wrigley Field. Now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette. Bichette recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Stevenson pulls that one down, and there's one away.
The shortstop.
Trey Turner now. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hayes raging back on it and brings it in at the wall.
The third baseman.
Here's O'Neal Cruz.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Just missed. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. And that's a little bit high. And the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Cruz stands at second with 2 gone. Tapped softly on the ground. Gets it to first. That is the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman. Bowman with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. And that skips into there.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
And a foul ball. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. Goes down looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Stuart Fairchild, the next to hit for the Reds.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That one close, ruled the ball. 1-0. Outside.
2-0.
Top of the 3rd, no score. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And it remains 2-2. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Snags it for the 2nd out. So the batting order turns over. TJ Friedl digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive. To kick the 3-2. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one is back, and it's into the bleachers, out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 1-0.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, but he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Back to the top of the lineup, Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. Fouled off left side. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
In the air, left field. Hayes hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And ball 1 to Judge. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Vladdy batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. A little up front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
And now 1-2. Two outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Fastball gets the corner at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
Now back, the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 1 so far.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that. Reds leave 1. They're down 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 4th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Kyle Tucker. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Right through there for a strike.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Now back, second baseman.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Late swing fouled off. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To Elliott, second for one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Turner now. Fly to left his first time. Line drive, caught. Cubs are down quietly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Shota back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now back, left fielder, Austin.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Encarnacion Strand gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to third, might be two. Over to Bichette. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman. Caught looking his first time up. Bowman measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Strike two.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. A little bit high. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. Back here at the friendly confines, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, O'Neal Cruz. And that is out of play. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So here's Robert now. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And no one can get there. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and they come away without an out. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here is Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one misses. 1-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Contreras, the runner at third. Crow Armstrong on at first with 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That one carrying, and that one's gone into the bleachers. A 3-run homer, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1 for 2. There's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed. Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now that,
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nick Lodolo gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. New pitcher on here, Scott Barlow.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So a man at first. At the plate, Kyle Tucker. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. And that's outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And that misses. And now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next pitch in for a strike. And now 3-1. That's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. That's to third. Sends it to first, and Bichette is retired. They limit the damage here, so the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Stuart Fairchild. Ball 1, no strikes. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Reds down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So a man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Spencer Steer.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just missed. Friedel leads off first with one away. Lined into right. And it's caught for the out.
Now back, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. Right through there for a strike. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Cubs 4 and the Reds nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Towards left center field. That's well struck. And forget it. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
here's the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Fastball for a strike. Just missed. The 2-1. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's Luis Robert. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Strike on the inside corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Popped up. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. He's already homered here in this one. That one outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the lineup flips over. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. Outside with a breaking ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that gives Aaron Judge a chance to hit with 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So 2 down. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Out to short, De La Cruz whips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
To the right side. He'll do it himself. Yeah. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Stepping in, Tyler Stevenson. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Sliced hard but foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Way upstairs, and a count 1-2. Just off the inside edge. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Encarnacion Strand now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Upstairs.
See straight.
Right through there, got it. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds nothing. Taylor Rogers on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Right through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Just missed. On the ground, right side. And Guerrero is set down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Josh Stamont up and throwing for Terry Francona. Pagan also throwing. The Cubs up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Up the middle. The throw to first. And Tucker is retired.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Two down, bases empty. So up now for Chicago, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 in this one. That one at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Offense held in check there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds nothing. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. Shota still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
That's a strike. It's 0-1. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Cruz handles, throws to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The second baseman,
Cooper Bowman now at the plate. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
The Reds with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Fair ball. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Man at second with 1 away. In now for the Reds, Stuart Fairchild.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
So a man aboard. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Ripped on a line. Crow Armstrong tracks it down for the out. So 1 left for Cincinnati. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Trey Turner.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Rogers back to work. Ball one there.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
That one's in there, and a count 1-1. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
That's a ball.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Now it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And up next for Chicago, O'Neal Cruz. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
One and two.
This one in the dirt. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And there's a strike. Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Turner, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Here's Contreras now. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. one finds the corner. That's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. Flying around third is Turner. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Mansingi, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And now, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah.
And he swings and misses, and it's nothing
No
in
ball.
1.
1 strike.
Two outs. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that is that. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Reds DH, Spencer Steer.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. A switch hitter batting right.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one fouled off. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker on the move. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Tyler Stevenson digs in now.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Shota is just 1 strike away. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.